This is a short presentation on native seed quality testing and a new approach for pricing native seeds. Seed quality testing is usually divided into two steps. The first one is the purity test. Purity test is performed by selecting a subsample from a native seed batch and then dividing the subsample into different fractions, one with pure seed unit, another one with non-seed material, and if present, other seeds. You then weight these different fractions and you obtain a percentage by weight for each of these fractions. In this example, 90% of our subsample was composed of pure seed unit. Once you have this pure seed unit, you can use them to calculate the weight of 1,000 seed. In this example, 5 grams. You then move on to the next step, the viability test. So, from the pure seed unit, you can then calculate using various tests like germination, tetrazolium, or X-ray, the viability of this batch. In example now, it's 80%. This is, however, is the viability of our pure seeds unit, and we need to relate it back to our batch. And to do so, we multiply the pure seed unit percentage to the viability percentage, and we obtain then a value called pure live seed, in this case 72%. That means that if we initially had a bag of 10 kilos of seeds, we know that 7.2 kilos are to be considered viable seed, or PLS. So far, native seed in most places have been sold on a weight basis in kilograms, grams, or pounds. But unfortunately, this information doesn't tell you anything about the seed quality or the size and the weight of such seeds. So we're proposing here a new approach for pricing native seeds, which we call the cost for 1,000 pure live seed. It can be easily calculated once you have the results of the viability test, and I'm gonna show you here how it can be done. So once you have your pure live seed and your 1,000 pure seed unit weight, you can now calculate the weight for 1,000 pure live seed, and that can be done by dividing the 1,000 pure seed unit by the pure live seed, and in this case it returns 6.94 grams for 1,000 pure live seed. By knowing the cost of the seeds per kilo, we can now combine these two values by multiplying the price by the 1,000 pure live seed weight, and we can then obtain the cost for 1,000 pure live seed. We think that this new approach can help restoration practitioners in estimating and budgeting the procurement of seed if this information is provided. You can find more information about this approach along with some examples on some Australian species in this paper that we recently published in the journal Restoration Ecology. The link for the paper is in the description.